Mr. Rajan and other organizations for the opportunity given to me to share this particular session on leadership and leadership. We have a panelist from both the academic field and the industry side. Of course, I have two co-chairs for vastly experience in the industry, and I can even call them the experts. And this particular area of the pre-derivatives and nutraceuticals are two different things. One is the pre-derivatives to improve the performance of the birds or livestock or whatever the target species is, and then the nutraceuticals to improve the well-being of the human, which is the basic theme of this particular conference. Before going into this, I just want to have a brief about my own experience with the human health and the livestock industry. Just my own experience or interactions with the people. I have a good friend of mine who has started a human health insurance. He started it somewhere in 2008. It has grown to be one of the best number two human health insurance company in the country 2 years back. And then after we started with 100 crores fee money, and in 2023 or 24 he has sold it for around 6,500 crores to another company. Very good friend of mine, and then after selling off that particular company, he wanted to start a livestock company. Then he sought my help. Then I told him, I explained, of course, I have worked out the paper neatly. What is the worth of the livestock and what is the insurance premium cost and how much he can get on all those things. And then I told him, don't expect the livestock health is not as costly as the human health. I want him, and I also demonstrate to him that around 82% of the livestock are already covered under some kind of insurance scheme or other of the government of India. So this is not going to be a worthwhile thing. And then after a few thoughts, and then he said okay, and then he started another parallel human health insurance. That is one part of it. And on the other side, I also used to discuss the lifestyle diseases and other kinds of things with the human diet. Where I used to tell them, we do more kind of precision feeding or precision nutrition as far as poultry or even aqua is concerned, and much less in human. Human life is more valuable where we are not bothered about what we take. There we are not concerned about what is our protein requirement, energy requirement, or whatever other minor nutrient requirements. We just simply go by taste or flavor or whatever it is. Our preference is not based on our nutrient requirements. Whereas in case of poultry and aqua and other things, we go for precision breeding. We know what just is what. And some of the requirements probably Dr. Gopal Reddy knows. The requirement from our clients are very peculiar. Very peculiar, of course. Sometimes the percentage goes up, goes down. He comes complaining, and then sometimes the muscle turns from pink to white. He wants a pink muscle, white muscle is not required. Some white sides are there, whites are this much. And then egg production goes down. The optimal egg production is around 88-89%. It goes down by 1%. Then the next week the call comes to the nutritionist. So this has gone down 1%. The color of the brown egg layer, the yolk layer goes down by 2 scores. By 2 score again the call comes. So that there the precision feeding we are doing as far as poultry and aqua is concerned, whereas human nutrition is not concerned about So this particular topic is on both sides of it. I thought I just want to share my experience with that. A brief introduction. I just call upon the co-chairs have anything to share. Someone you know, okay, very well. If you want to share some thoughts.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, sir, for setting up the tone very nicely that how, why this facility meeting is required and how it is important in livestock, like, especially poultry and shrimp, like what we are discussing this morning, that what we are seeing that there is a lot of emphasis on exercise, nutrition, what we should give, what we should not give. This is where we are at a junction in our industry nowadays that we need to make it sustainable. Sustainable not in sense of it has become so widely used and decorative term and all that and misused rather, but really today industry is involved. Industry needs some proper solution from the researchers, the accommodations and the industry where we should know about what is to be given, what all are the required feed additives which are giving a boost to that. So this discussion will lead to from the academic side, be very prominent here. We need to find out something which should help the industry. That is my mind to research very well. We can start with
Good afternoon to all of you. Thank you, NANP, for having me here, and Chairman for underscoring the importance of livestock nutrition. I think we have to take this session very seriously because we are in food industry. But we have to recognize it, understand it, and we have to take very, very seriously moving forward. As you all know, World Veterinary Day, One Health concept was there 2 years ago. One Health concept was, the joining the dots from the human, animal, and then the agriculture, plant agriculture. Here today, we are so happy that even different segments of livestock sector like academia, there is industries here, and then some of the institutions which are not directly not connected to us, but they have to be brought in on this platform because they are producing the food, and food is going to be an important issue moving forward. And as our central government has aspirations of becoming Viksit Bharat by 2047, healthy Indians are very critical. And as you all know, lifestyle diseases are increasing. And as Chairman Sir said, more than 90% of the Indians do not know their protein requirement. What a pity it is, right? There is so much of infrastructure, there are so many people, we are unable to make that very clear to the general public, the protein requirement. So in this regard, let us have a good conversation, very meaningful conversation. Hope that it will spark some new ideas, which will make, as Dr. Jitendra Verma said, sustainable livestock sector moving forward. Thank you so much.
To start the discussion,
Dr. Radhakrishnan, no, sir. Please introduce yourself, sir.
I call upon Dr. Radhakrishnan from Kengai
Yeah.
Innovation Private Limited. Yeah, you can use.
Yeah.
Just how much time will take, sir?
4 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, good. Thank you.
Good afternoon, this is Dr. Radhakrishnan. My background is PhD in organic chemistry and worked on anti-cancer drugs for plant-based. My career started as an academician, worked for NCRT for 5 years, then moved to industry, Vetcare, Provimi, Cargill, Sericare for 23 years, heading R&D in all these places. 9 years back, I started my own R&D company called Kenlife Innovation. So we are into developing functional derivatives for ourselves, also for other companies. So we have more than 10 clients, including MNCs. So this is a brief introduction of me. Connecting to the theme of this session, my focus will be on how do we together, industry and academia, can get into mission mode, specifically getting into full marketing strategy. We have heard and seen a lot of presentations yesterday, today, covering a lot of development that is happening in ICAR network, and a lot of technologies also getting provided to industry. Keeping this in mind, I am taking two examples, two scenarios. One is ISRO. ISRO is very well known, having a global footprint, and ICAR. Just talking about ISRO is a major global space exploration player, and they have several mission kind of thing. Aryabhatta mission, ESLV, GSLV mission, Mars orbiter, Chandrayaan-3, Aditya. They have launched more than 400 foreign satellites, demonstrated spacecraft docking, undocking kind of things, and extensive international collaborations with top space agencies. Highlight of ISRO model is strong ISRO company startups combination or collaboration, and they go into mission mode every time. Coming to ICAR or the animal agriculture sector, we are first position in milk production, second position in poultry egg production, second largest fish producer, second largest exporter of shrimp. But the bottom line here is the productivity is a question mark. And major issues, productivity as I mentioned, feed quality, viral infections, growth challenges, fertility problems, AMR, climate impact, technology reaching and adaptations of technology. I mean, these all could be missions similar to ISRO. Highlight of this sector is cooperative model for milk production and management, integration in poultry, and ICAR operating over 100 institutes and 71 agricultural universities. That's strength. Coming to key steps in how ISRO and ICAR commercializing their technology. ISRO have shared infrastructure. They allow startups and private companies to access testing, production, and data facilities through in-space. They have an entity like that, and new space, ensuring lower R&D costs and faster technology validation. They have created innovation platform, the Space Tech Innovation Network, which helps lab to market, providing mentorship, funding, commercialization support, and 24-month handholding. And they also have risk sharing and funding. Mega venture capital fund is connected with them, and PPP-based contract is signed and ensure that the technology gets into the market. And this is what I said in the beginning, full marketing strategy. They pull all the companies and startups towards that. Coming to ICAR, whatever I have understood, based on that, there will be disclosure of technology by concerned individual TMUs first, then techno-commercial assessment by Agri Innovate India, feasibility, viability, and pricing, and then business development and outreach to potential licensees, then expression of willingness by client to due diligence checks. So here, there is also support to startup system and limited funding possibility, but I see it more as a push marketing.
Dr. Radhakrishnan, your expertise is something very, very different which we know. So that can help us in here something which is more related to directly some feed additives and something in that.
Nutraceuticals.
Yeah. That will be nice. Yeah.
I'll try to come to that particular point. Keeping in this context, the theme here is One Health. And if we can take specific mission as protein for all connected with that. So then ICAR institutions and all the major prominent feed additives companies, feed companies, startups, if there's a conglomerate of that, then there could be identifying key areas like growth promoter, AMR, all these things, and taken as a time-bound technology validation transfer mechanism. So a lot of things is happening here. And then access to lab and infrastructure for all the companies, key people who can come, and even from ICAR, people can come to industry and do sharing and generate ideas, generate products together, and fixed period handholding support like ISRO, And this should actually connect to your vision of protein for all, both qualitatively as well as affordable in the affordable point of view. So this is my
Thank you. But in this, I think we all know that we have a special MOU system to be in place. Like suppose anybody wants to do research in this institute, NINP, they can have MOU with NINP and then they can do the research there. People can come and go and live, liberate on that technology what they
thank you
have.
for that information, but this may not be communicated effectively.
Yeah, that is point is well taken. That it should be more communicated and then brought into the knowledge of industry, where industry can use the expertise of the technical academia people what we have. So we can have one from academia.
One from the academia.
Thank you, Dr. Radhakrishnan, for your views.
Dr.
Yeah, I
Siddharama.
totally concur with you. Totally concur with you. Yes, more has to be done in the area of industry institute linkage. And yes, we have certain mechanisms like even patenting, and then we have other mechanisms like selling things as non-exclusive products to using, and then we also facilitated profit sharing among the academic people who have gone into the project, and so all those kinds of things are there. Probably they have to be more seriously looked into, and then we also require inputs or interaction from the industry side also. No? Both are traveling their own track without just like train track. No, they never meet. They never meet. So you say that the ISRO mechanism is something different and better than this one. So we'll just okay. The recommendations we'll just make according to. Then from the academic side, who?
Dr. Siddharama.
Dr. Siddharama from India. Right?
Yes.
Good.
ಮೈಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಣ್ಣ ಮೈಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಓಕೆ
Namaskara. Good afternoon to everyone. So I will just give some tips about speed supplements as well as nutraceuticals. So as far as the country is concerned, we are highly advanced. We started using many advanced technologies to manufacture products in GMP sector facilities. We issue certificate of analysis, we issue material safety data sheet, etc., to get the maximum performance. But in case of sheep and goat, cows, so in our country they are all underfed to the extent of 25 to 30%. So in cows, sheep and goats, the role of feed supplements, the role of nutraceuticals plays a very big role. And nutraceuticals and feed supplements are added in the feed or in the water to enhance the productive performance in terms of milk production, milk quality, or to improve the milk quality. And to manufacture this feed supplement and nutraceuticals, there is no strict guidelines either from the government of India or from the government of Karnataka. So everybody manufactures feed supplements and supplies to the farmers. So there are critical steps involved in manufacture of this feed supplement. So you name few. So we have the mineral mixture, we all manufacture. So we have trace mineral premix, we have vitamin premix, trace mineral premix, then we have amino acids, L-lysine, D-methionine, then tryptophan, threonine, toxin binders, acidifiers, then enzymes, phytase, all are fed to the cattle. And they work very well. They work very because cattle is underfed, sheep and goat is underfed. So these product has to be manufactured in a GMP certified area. Normally, most of the companies they do, but some companies they don't use this GMP. It's a feed supplement. And we don't want any license actually. There's no license. If you want government of India, if you want of they say it doesn't come under us. If you want to go to pharmacy department, they say it doesn't come under us. So it's only it's like freelancing. Anybody can manufacture feed supplements. So in case of mineral mixture, just to give you an example, to manufacture a mineral mixture, we are supposed to use calcium carbonate feed grade, but we are using calcite powder, which contains heavy metal contamination, high level of salinity. DCP we say we should use not bone based, rock based DCP. And trace minerals are concerned, we say we have to use sulfates. Most of the people use oxides. Oxides are cheaper, sulfates are costlier, oxides contain more of active ingredients. So some of these things has to be stabilized. Now to manufacture even enzymes, now started small fermenters also, where they get contaminated. So some guidelines has to come in manufacture of feed supplement, especially for cattle, sheep and goat, and of course poultry I told is highly advanced. And also the feed supplement as far as the storing is concerned, we always mention store in a room temperature. Southern India is okay. What about northern India? Temperature goes more than 35, 38, 40, Karnal and all it goes up to 45. So they loses the stability. Stability is not maintained. So we need to put appropriate overages. For example, you are having a mineral mixture, 30% calcium is supposed to put 31 or 32. Phosphorus 12 is supposed to put 13 or 14. We need to maintain overages, otherwise quality will go down. Second point is that try to sell your products within 3 months of manufacturing. Don't extend the deadline. So we have put, it expire up to 2 years. Try to sell or try to use within 3 to 4 months. And lot of antioxidant, lot of stabilizer needs to be used in all the products. So that has to be taken into mind. So with this, I conclude my talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Siddharamana. So, recommendation is regarding the guidelines. Yeah, the guidelines be the same for feed
Either from the government of India or from the government of states.
just like in case of
But some
breads.
permission is if it's required. So we will follow the guidelines. Now there is no guidelines. So whoever maintains the quality will be the best seller, the best of the products.
So regarding the nutraceuticals, so the milk and egg are the popular food items, and some of the micronutrients, if they don't get into the human system, whether we can introduce through the popular food items like food and milk and egg. So milk already our consumption is above the WHO recommendations, and as far as egg is concerned, the per capita availability is anywhere around 105 or 106 now. And the per capita availability, hardly around 1% of egg is exported, so almost the per capita consumption is also average per capita consumption is also around 105 eggs. So whether we have tried something like vitamin A fortified eggs or low cholesterol eggs, and then vitamin A fortified milk. In milk, so we have so many other products. Whether there is any scope in case if the human, as I told you, initial
eggs.
Again, as rightly pointed out that Mr. Verma, the omega-3 eggs. So whether that is possible, whether we can introduce some of these items or the nutrients or micronutrients which are not readily sought for by the human beings, whether they can be introduced or the common food items, animal food items like the fish or the poultry meat or egg or milk can be fortified with these kinds of things, make them as a kind of a nutraceutical. So that also the speakers can throw some points on that. Next thing I invite Satish Kumar.
Second is Satish Kumar, Krishi. Satish Kumar.
No, you are from
The third is Joydeep Sarkar. Third one.
Joydeep Sarkar from Kargil.
Yeah.
Can I come? Yeah, please.
First of all, thank you for having me. Myself, Dr. Jaideep.
Satish Kumar.
I have a work experience of more than 25 years. Worked in railways, training, and for Kargil last 17 years. So I graduated in 98 and post-graduation in animal nutrition in 2000. So gathered some information from the industry experience and all. As sir told about, I'll just talk about these two relevant topics. First, Dr. Siddharamaya has told that we produce amino acids. We don't produce any amino acids in India. each and every gram we are importing from outside. Why I'm saying so? Because with the vision of to become self-reliant or Atmanirbhar Bharat, we are trying to make LIC in the Gwalior project. It will be a first of its kind in India. So this will be an investment of 1,200 crores. We are looking for it. Secondly, since my expertise is on the field additives, field additives also has their own guidelines called GMP, and also a lot of ISOs are there. As you mentioned about the salts or bioavailability, it can depend based on the pricing. But there is a about aviation or corn, cob, everything there is a guidelines. If you give lesser than those recommended doses, it will be not useful. First of all, you have to give it. But yes, salts, either you can do it oxide or sulfate or chelated, depends upon what kind of on the pricing side, sir. Okay. So certainly it has a guidelines for all things. But yes, as state government and central government or union government has to work on this. Even mineral mixture is made from NINP, yeah? And or NDR. Secondly, sir, on your
Sorry, Dr. What Dr. Sidramana was said about the sheep and goat and the dairy rather than poultry. You have
because my expertise is more on the poultry, on cattle, so I'll focus on two things. Secondly, on the fortification, sir, as sir you told on the milk, it is there somewhere, but oil, sir, since we manufacture oil, edible oil, it is all edibles are fortified now by with the statutory legal what bindings. So it can be done on the things, and we are doing a lot of fortification. First of all, milk is a balanced and full of nutrients. Eggs also fully of nutrients. On that, fortifications are how much is required. It's based on the some area or some sector of the people and all those things. And secondly, another point is important. I am a neighbor of one ace settler called Lakshya. He's just neighbor is my neighbor. I understood his food habits. His mother prepares 365 days schedule. He cannot take a single gram elsewhere. So we understand he is only Indian. I am not talking about the Grab P or F1 drivers. So it's highly specialized because I've seen his training with all his sensors. So minutely monitored his food. He cannot increase 1 gram body weight also. So it's same thing in the boxer or any weight related things. So it is highly precise precision nutrition for the certain people. Okay. Thirdly, sir, my own experience, I am blessed with 2 daughters. My elder daughter height is around 5.2 at the age of 19 years. My second daughter, who is only 7, she is 5.2. So you can understand what I understood my later phase of my as a fatherhood as a precision nutrition. So if we really fortified, she takes 2 to 3 eggs every day, my second daughter. Minimum, and she is a sports person and doing well. So it is charity begins home, and with this kind of nutrition, we can really well, and we can take it as what Dr. Reddy told about the nutrition. Once there, these cultures are good, or all children are more nutritious, more healthy, we can take it forward. Thank you.
Regarding what you do exactly now in Kargil, that is more important.
Secondly, sir.
Yeah, that is
Second,
we need to know
most
about
of the things, sir. I am working as a corn milling project.
Yeah.
We do it very importantly, sir. 2 things, sir. On the corn gluten meal, when is a byproduct of corn milling, we do it post processing so well. So toxin, what 20 ppb is a guideline for aflatoxin at this moment. We try to control to 20 ppb. Earlier, all pet foods company were importing corn gluten from outside. Now I can say I'm the proud supplier to Mars and other pet food things. So their aim is that two things are working, sir. One is our processing on the corn side, sir, how we are cleaning at the pre-cleaning and post-cleaning. Secondly is our post-harvesting techniques. We wish to the people, to the farmers, to induce agronomic behavior. How we change their behaviors or post-harvesting technology. This is very critical at this moment. What we are educating to the farmers at the ground. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sarkar. Happy to know that your family and your neighbor's family are following precision UP. Yesterday, I was discussing with the retired chief of Raipata Hospital. He's a medicine man. What he said was, during the last decade, the one medical field which went up like anything is the diabetology.
Yes.
The specialization in diabetology.
True.
Now the trend is total controlling the obesity. 70% of the children
Obese.
below 15 years of age in the country are obese.
Obese, yes.
Are obese. So we have to naturally address those people also about the precision nutrition. Has to be followed on a wider scale rather than in limited numbers. So that's the point.
On the obesity, sir, Pfizer has launched a anti-obesity drug recently, and within 1 year, it has become most highest selling as a molecule in India, crossing more than 5,000 crores.
That is the most dangerous one. Most dangerous. Yeah,
Yeah.
Monzo. Yeah.
Niranjan Fund.
You can just introduce yourself, please.
Only two are there here.
Good afternoon. Myself, Dr. Senthil Murugan, coming from Kerala Veterinary and Administration University, Pukot campus. So, from my side, I was with feed company for 15 years. My experience in the sense, first 15 years I was with feed company. The last 15 years, from 2010 to 2025, I was in academic side, that is from university side. So when I was in the industry side, I know that what are the requirements, and as an academician, I could be able to understand that what the farmers require for their animals. So at present, from my point of view, here in this August gathering, I used to stress upon one important point: safe feed for safe food. That means you have to produce safe feed. It is for safe food as a human being. In between, one stakeholder is there that feed should be safe to the animals also. That is that point I wish to emphasize here. Why? Because nowadays we are getting cheaper raw material sources. Because since I was in the industry, especially in the government sector, that company called as Kerala Feeds, it is around 750 crore turnover company. I was the only one nutritionist there. 650 tons per day production company, capital company. So in that, we are forced to buy some alternative feed resources to control my feed cost. So I used to search all the raw materials, what is available. If I am there at present in the sense, definitely I should go behind DDGS, corn DDGS or rice DDGS. Of course, in poultry as well as in the ruminant side, we are forced to use that DDGS. Otherwise, even my clients or the other feed sectors, they are calculating only protein content. They are claiming that it is having this much protein. So, sir, use that one. Sir, use that one. Sir, use that one. We don't know, as an academic side, the processing technology, how much our sector claimed that it is free of production even, and very specifically claimed that for pet food they are producing and selling for, I don't know what about the ruminant side, because maybe poultry side they may be a little bit cautious about that. I am talking on the ruminant side because when we check the quality of the milk, aflatoxin ammonia is the one of the unsung hero or unsung villain what we are consuming regularly. So that's why my point is safe food is one of the important parts.
For that reason, we are not able to export our milk. That is the reason, because of the M1.
Exactly. Yeah. So another point, so diseases are we are focused on the feed additives. It will escalate your cost also.
they are claiming that you can go for aflatoxin binders, different types are available. Still, our science educate them, even this much aflatoxin in your feed, it could be taken care by your microbes present in the rumen also. That is also another side of school of thought they are clearing, but how much it is coming out is question, but still research are going, maybe to my knowledge I am saying that, and whenever we are using this aflatoxin binders for my feed formulations, we have to check our costs also. This is one point. Then point number two, that research for the outsiders or the companies research activities. From I am representing from Kerala Veterinary and Medicine University. Currently, I am running two industrial collaborative research projects for big. They are funding, but with win-win situations because university having their own set of guidelines. Same time, the companies are their set of guidelines. So it should match with them. So we are having right now. Currently, I am having two industrial collaborators. It's open to all. Almost all state universities and central universities they are having MOU. Even we are having MOU with NAVNAW institute also. So it is very open to all. It is coming. Then one more point I used to Sarkar once again they are handling mainly they are promoting maize fiber, all maize items in the rural agency. The influencing of the raw material is very much right now. When we started our career using only DL rice. Now it is not at all available for our feed formulations. We are focused on the maize related items also. It is a evolution or something we can say that it is a different thing. I am not talking with that. But the question about the pesticides person is that. So we are still, the market is flushed with the raw materials without understanding what we are using. So that point also, that is once again that I stress upon the safe feed for safe food. So this is my kind submission to the chairman and co-chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sunil Murugan, for your views to safety of food.
Safe feed, safe food.
We have to produce safe food.
Yeah.
Safe food. So for which we need to, we need to be more careful. And regarding the industrial projects, yes, I just want to mention here just points what we have done in our university. One thing is, back into 2012-13 itself, we have allowed our PG and PhD students to do their research work in private laboratories also. So Dr. Chandrasekharan was here, he made the proposal. So we allowed one student to do his PhD work in US laboratory. The second thing is, we have also permitted qualified vets working in industry to be the members of the PG advisory research committees. So these are two steps we have done for this. I wanted to tell the forum. Yeah, now there is only one more
Satish Kumar.
from that's Satish Kumar from UC. Yeah, please for your.
Namaskar. I am Dr. Satish Kumar from Krishi Nutrition Company Private Limited, Erode, Tamil Nadu. I am a student of Dr. N.N. Patak. And our company, Krishi Nutrition Company Private Limited, has been started in 2013. It's hardly 12 or 13 years old, and we are doing around 2,500 crores turnover per year. And this milestone, none has achieved in this short period in the feed industry. And our company was started by four veterans in the feed industry. For your information, our managing director, Dr. S. Ramamurthy, is also an animal nutritionist. So here, in this forum, I wish to put forth a few suggestions. My first suggestion is like on mycotoxins. Like Dr. Sunil told already, we started feeling the heat in the industry. Some of the dairy cooperative societies, they are sending a letter to us because in Kerala, some of the societies, the DMC milk is tested for M1, and if the level exceeds 0.5 ppb, then they are getting a letter, and in turn they are writing a letter to the feed manufacturer. please look into it. So the phenomenon has started. We have to get ready for this. So this for that. And for this, what I request to the scientific forum is develop some technologies, maybe at the cultivation level, or harvest level, or post-harvest level, or storage level, to control these mycotoxin problems. This one here. And another is spot tests. We need, from the industry, we need a cost-effective or low-cost spot test for toxin testing as well as the anti-nutritional factors. This is my first suggestion, request. And second request is, first I wish to appreciate NANP on this field chart. So on everyday basis, I meet a lot of farmers. I go to the farms and visit the farmers, that sort of thing. So this feed chart is very handy, very simple, yet very handy and very useful to the farmers also. And extension of that, now the next issue is heat stress, really unbearable. And if time permits, maybe I will speak one more story. Last summer, not this summer, last summer, suddenly I got a call from the marketing group that one cow has died after eating your feed. I'm surprised. How after eating or feed, the cow died, I couldn't believe. Then immediately I rushed. And I have a habit of taking always one thermohygrometer and anemometer with me wherever I go. It is always in my kit with pH chart. So I worked out, and the pH was more than 90, and I shown to the farmer that the pH is more than 90, it's in danger zone, and apart from that, your shed has no ventilation, so if you sit inside the shed for 10 minutes, you also will die. So this was my, see, we have to escape from the farmer. Not escape, it's not escape, but scientifically we have to explain. It's very, very difficult nowadays. Farmers are asking a lot of questions. So my request to NANP is come out with a small device where temperature and humidity is measured and converted into pHI, and in turn it shows to the farmer whether the cow is in comfortable zone or dangerous zone, or so based on that, in turn he can activate his animal cooling system. So this is my suggestion to NANP or scientific forum. And another part is new emerging diseases in poultry. A lot of new emerging diseases are coming up, so it's really horrible. So what we expect from the scientific forum is come out with quick guidelines, assess the situation, and come out with vaccines quickly to control the damages. And next is request is on false propaganda on meat and egg consumption. It's very horrible. So then it's seasonal. Then and there it comes and it goes. So of course, from the industry side, we counter it, but from ICR, my request is from ICR and ICMR, come up with notifications. So your words have more weightage among the public. So, and more than like milk also, for improving the consumption of meat and egg, do some do some public programs. So that's our request. And practically, the last point is practically, I don't know, or from the industry, not I, from the industry, we don't know what type of project work is going on in the scientific institutions. And if at all we know, it is only out of our personal relationships. So I suggest if you have some portal at national level, like what are the scientific institutions, what type of work is going on, whether it's relevant to us or not, so we can get equipped a little faster. Or if it is institutional level, we can have, the institution can have a potential beneficiary list to whom they can communicate their publications or their ongoing research works or their scientific findings. Thank you very much. Thanks for thank you to the organizing committee for giving this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Surprised to see that not much of discussion on feed additives and nutrition. Dr. Gopal.
Yeah. Extremely good points. Of course, if not directly connected to the theme, but it's a saying that we are what we eat, right, sir? That has to be changed now to we are what they ate, right? So, in continuation of what Dr. Siddharamana said, X can produce feed additives, Y can sell it, and Z can use it. But who will answer to the consumer? Right? It is very, very important that, bottom-up approach has to come to our sector. As I said in my initial remarks that, we are in food industry, meat and milk. We are in food. That has to be underscored. Our job is not just a casual, informal job. Our job is very, very serious. So I request the policymakers, academia, and the industry to come on one platform where we can answer to all the queries from the consumer. In continuation of what Dr. Satish Kumar said, where is a good lab where we can get the instantaneous results? Where are the labs? Ex consumer will say that there is Z contamination in the product. Where is the lab? How fast he can give? Is it economical? Is it available? Does our farmer know about it? These are some of the field challenges we are experiencing. Just to conclude my remarks, again, we are in food industry. We need to produce feed additives. Input and output are there, directly connected. We need to be very, very cautious. Feed additives, what X is producing, from where he is buying the micronutrients, the Y who is marketing the product also. Many a times, he doesn't know the science behind the products. He's just a salesman. Are we training him properly? Is he advising the farmers on, as Dr. Siddharamana said, storing of the product, the dosage of the product? There are so many things. I feel that, we need to look at these simple foundational things before we talk about the fortification. I think fortification is too far. We need to strengthen currently these things first so that, the consumer believes our meat and milk and they consume more. Thank you, sir.
Taking forward what Dr. Gopal Reddy said, see, now we are into a different age. We are responsible to our consumers. What we are producing, if we are in microbiology, we are producing food. If we are in anatomy, we are producing food. If we are in treatment, we are producing food. It's ultimately converting to milk and meat. Now, you tell me who decides that what will be in the today's dinner? Who decides in our house that what will be made in our house today in the dinner? Who decides? Our wives? No, yes, our kids decide. And they are the people, those who are the most informed people. They know what they are eating, what is there on the label, what there are new thing coming. It is said that anything which is put in the internet, within 8 seconds, it reaches to 30% people all over globe. So this is what the speed of technology, and what if we spread the right thing, it goes 30% within 30% people within 8 seconds, and negative also. So this is where our responsibility is. Like coming back to what Satish said, that very valid point on mycotoxins. This is the where we are lacking behind in all our exports and all that. We are not able to do our milk export, processing of the milk and all that because of M1, only because of M1. And if once toxin comes in feed, you cannot remove it. You do whatever, you add anything, additive or toxin binder, this, that, you can little bit lower it down, but you cannot remove it. 20 ppb is in this thing. What is in milk? It is 0.02 ppb. Like, it should not exceed beyond that. So that is where the challenge is. So the first fortification or addition or value addition in the milk, I want to say that please produce the clean milk
First.
If you produce the clean milk, that is the biggest achievement. We are not able to do that. Similarly, coming back to toxins, I have worked in toxins under Dr. T.S. Jory. Me, my colleague Ilangovan is sitting here. We all are in same lab. We were doing research in IVRI, CRI. So what we have found that if we do proper sampling, that sampling is a very big issue. Sampling we are not able to, that from where and how to, that is the biggest misleading. So this is where I want to say that our colleagues, those who are in institutes like NINP and NDRI and other big places, SIBA and all that, they should come out with some solutions which industry can rightly take it and make a product which is suitable to our consumers, to our people, to our nation. So protein is the biggest thing. We need to have everything related to protein. If we do protein, we will survive. If we will not do protein, we will not survive. So this is what I can say, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving opportunity.
Thank you all, all the panelists and the co-chairs for making very valid points. So another 2-3 decades is going to be the decades of the food industry. It's going to grow like anything for several reasons, especially in India. Even FAO predicts the same thing for another 2 decades worldwide. So India, of course, as rightly pointed out by Dr. Radhakrishnan, we are number 1 in milk production, we are number 2 in egg production, we are number 2 in capture fishery, number 4 in broiler meat production. And our total value of animal products produced in that country is anywhere around 12 lakh crores, which works out to anywhere around 6% of the national GDP. And poultry and each contribute around almost 1% of this area. And around 4% comes from the livestock industry. So that's the case. So we are going to produce lots and lots of food, and food safety is a major question. Food safety is a major question, and food is going to decide the future of the country itself. How people think, how they are going to work, what is their lifestyle going to be, what is the turnout of the workforce. All these things are going to be decided by the underlying food items. So we need to take care of this particular thing, and one very important lacuna that we see as far as the industry is concerned is the laboratory support for the industry. Laboratory support, as rightly pointed out, laboratory support for the industry, especially some kind of spot test. We cannot wait. Suppose you give a food sample, a food item, or a ingredient for analysis. We cannot afford to wait for 2 days, 3 days, or 7 days for the results to come. Right? We cannot wait. So we need to get some kind of instant results, instant, valid, accurate results, for which all the institutes, the ICAR institutes and the ICOUs, they have to take the responsibility of extending that particular help to the industry. That's a very basic help they need. And of course, how the food controls the other safety aspects has been elaborated by many of the speakers here. But to conclude, I want to say one thing. In Tamil, there is one Tirumandiram is there. Those people from Tamil Nadu may know. Tirumular in Tirumandiram, it's a very old poet. Tirumular is only 2000 years before, Tirumular is 5000 years before. And he said, Unave Marundu. Unave Marundu means food is medicine. Food is medicine. When we say food is medicine, that's everything. No? So we need to be very careful about it. If it exceeds something, it's going to be the toxin also. Food is going to be the toxin. So we have to handle the food items very carefully, the production aspect, consumption, everything. And the veterinarians, the aqua professionals, and all those who are gathered in the hall here, we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to ensure that the food we produce, whether it is milk, egg, or meat, is going to be safe, and it's also going to be produced in a profitable manner for the industry, for the benefit of the industry. That's what and the other things of course. So these are some points I want to say. And again, as a professional, I have been enjoying the presentations right from the morning. And again, as a professional, we have an obligation for continual improvement of our professional knowledge and competence. That way, my participation in this particular conference has helped me a lot, and it has also still some of the points for which I go and again look for some answers from some else or other. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you all listeners. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now we are coming to the end of the technical session, that is a scientist in the industry interface. And really this was a very informative, thought-provoking and session for the setting the roadmap in the area of feed additive and nutraceuticals.
One second. I want to steal 2 minutes, sir, from this uh, so I just want to inform all of you, the scientific community and the industry people here, that World Veterinary Poultry Association, I am the president of that, and we are going to have the 7th WVPA Asia meeting. It's an international meeting which is happening only second time in the country that any international event is happening in the country. So that is going to happen next year in October, 9th and 10th of October 2026 at Delhi. So it will be in NAS complex, the big auditorium, and it will be a 2-day event. So I invite all of you, especially the students and the academia people, please submit your research, submit your abstract, and it will be taken care of. So this is on this auspicious platform. NIANP, I invite all of you to come to 7th WVPA Asia meeting. We have the video also, which we can show that. Yeah, please.
So before concluding, we would like to honor all our panelists, both from the academia and the industry, by presenting a memento as a token of appreciation. So I kindly request our honorable chairman and co-chairman to do the honor, please. First, the panelists from the academia side, Dr. Sitharamana, MDRI, SRS.
Yeah, I will come, sir.
Oh, is that?
So that's why so many times the name came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Sanjay
Good point.
Baradan, sir, report. Panelists from the industry side, Dr. Radhakrishnan, Chemlife Innovation Private Limited. Dr. S. Satish Kumar, Krishi Nutrition Cooperative Private Limited.
Good point, sir. Good point.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Dr. Joydeep Sarkar, Kargil, India.
All the best.
Thank you, sir, for doing the honors.
Laisi namko.
So with this, we are coming to the end of the session, and to honor the chairman and the co-chairmen, now I request Dr. K.T. Sampath sir, former director, ICAR-NIANP, of the state, and with honor, sir. Well, the chairman of the session.
I know Dr. Sampath for quite a long time.
Next, Dr. Jitendra Verma, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
But they should have some time for interaction with the audience.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Gopal Reddy, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Santosham.
Thank you.
Sir, you'll meet much.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್ ಹೌದು ಸರ್
Okay, thank you.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು
Now I request Dr. S.S.
S.S. Giri is
Satish Kumar sir, I need your card, business card. I do soft skills training in case if your cattle feed seller, poultry feed boys, some listening
sir,
skills working in a team
उसका
and all
फोटो
that.
है हाँ
Maybe
निकालना है
sometime when you are free, I think you are in Poultry Vets Federation, you are there. No? You are
Yeah, it's no.
that.
Link of
Okay, okay.
give you I don't bring my card. It's exhausted actually.
We have
Hold on to it.
Sambat sir, I have a request for you. We had a postal session for poultry pet and aqua nutrition.
Dial, sir.
I request Dr. Sambat to order the chair, co-chair and the rapporteur of the session. So we have with us Dr.
Wonderful.
S.
Thank you.
Giri.
Thank you, sir.
Giri sir. Chair. Dr. Muthuswamy, co-chair. Dr. Lokesha.
कहाँ जा रहा है? कहाँ जा रहा है? आइए सर.
yeah.